What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. My allergies are killing me. You gotta excuse me. But listen, we've been covering this case extensively out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Shout out Philly, the sad case of what happened to 23-year-old Kada Scott. Well, in a surprising turn of events, the suspected killer, Keon King, went to court today. So he made in a court appearance. Some of the information that just been released, his bond has been taken away. Because remember, he had the kidnapping charges first. They took his bond away, slapped him with all these other charges that we know about. And a whole bunch of stuff has, been made available to us information-wise in the last 24 hours, and it don't make this case any better. But for now, take a look at what happened in the courtroom and see if you catch the surprising new details of what they're saying now. This guy right here, they are throwing the book at him, and this is getting a lot of publicity, her death. But I'm going to talk a little bit about that too, of why I think it is, and why every other death out here should be seen and publicized just like this until somebody does something about it. Take a look.
Held without bail, the man accused of killing Kada Scott won't be getting out of jail anytime soon as we learn new details about the horrific murder. I'm Yuki Washington. Keon King is now charged with murdering the young woman by shooting her in the head. King appeared in court today. Chief investigative reporter Joe Holden was in the courtroom and continues our coverage tonight. Joe?
Yuki, it was a routine hearing, 10 minutes or less in time, and the judge sat there and just some simple back and forth with Keon King, as we are tonight learning more details about what unfolded almost 2 weeks ago concerning Kada Scott. Just after 12 noon, Keon King appeared on a closed-circuit TV monitor inside arraignment court in the basement of the Criminal Justice Center. A magistrate told the 21-year-old held in the murder of Kada Scott that he was no longer eligible for bail because he is facing a capital murder charge. King, wearing an orange prison jumpsuit, responded when asked if he understood. "Yes, ma'am." The hearing lasted all of 10 minutes. King did not enter a plea. He's also charged with robbery, firearms offenses, theft, abuse of a corpse, and criminal conspiracy. Court records on Wednesday revealed Kada Scott left work upset the night of October 4th. Earlier that day, it's alleged she texted King, "Kidnap me again," with King responding, "You better be up too." Police have said they believe Scott was killed 20 minutes after she left work. The medical examiner listed her cause of death as a gunshot wound to the head. Arrest papers claim King and another individual are seen on camera moving a heavy object consistent with that of a human body in the area where a week and a half later, police would locate Kada Scott's decomposed remains. Prosecutors said DNA confirmed her identity. King's legal troubles are mounting. He has 3 separate cases filed against him in connection to Kada Scott, including kidnapping, arson, and now murder. He's also facing a case the district attorney's office revived last week, where Scott is charged with the kidnapping and strangulation of another woman in January. Shaka Johnson, King's attorney, is not commenting tonight. King is due back in court on November 10th. Live outside the Philadelphia District Attorney's office, Joe Holden, CBS News, Philadelphia. Yuki.
Joe, thank you for that. The community is coming together this week to lift up Kada's family. Neighbors are dropping off food, gift cards, and other items at Councilmember Anthony Phillips' office in North Philly. Scott's death has sent waves of heartache throughout the city, especially in East Germantown, where her story has touched so many.
I have a grandson about her age, and the fact that she was going to college, and it was so sad that we felt whatever we could do.
Just felt like I know her spirit. So I wanted to come and donate and help this family.
Donations can be dropped off tomorrow between 8:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. and Saturday between 9 a.m. and noon.
Okay, guys, you've seen that. Now, he went to court via, I guess, Zoom or TV. Today, the media caught it. They said a 4th person or a fourth case has came up with him as far as kidnapping. This is his MO. This is his MO. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? They said earlier, well, I seen it last night, but they publicized today, that she died from being shot in the head. She didn't even know this guy a week, and she shot in the head. I want you to let that sink in for a second. For in a week, you only known a girl in a week, and you're mad enough to kill her? This shows you the explosive immaturity in a lot of people nowadays. You guys remember back in the day, man, a guy would go and jump through hoops and do all kind of stuff to show a female that he's viable of her attention. In whatever shape or form or fashion it would come in. Nowadays, everybody gorilla pimping. I don't know if they had a relationship or not, like a physical relationship, or I like you, you like me relationship. But for some odd reason, I'm going to lean a little bit to that way on his part. Maybe not hers, but his part. This guy, they said he had a case in January, which nobody heard of him grabbing somebody, strangling them, kidnapping them, strangling them again. That's his MO. He don't get his way. The inner child come out, followed by the demon. First come the man tantrum, then comes the hand to the throat. I never could understand that shit. You choking somebody and then expecting things to go back to normal after that. Now, they took her out the trunk. I never said this before, but I was thinking. They say he shot her 20 minutes after she got in the car with him or whatever, they think. Did he shoot her in the car, or did he make her get in the trunk and then he shot her? That's something that, I'm interested to find out as more details come out. But either way, man, horrible. Rest of her life ahead of her. You know what I'm saying? This guy could have had rest of his life ahead of him, but he threw it away. And men, all about chances and choices. He took a chance in killing her and made that choice to do it. I feel nothing for this fucktard. But I will tell you this. Shout out to Philly. You know what I'm saying? The neighborhood and all the people that are showing support and rally around this family of Kada Scott. I don't know these people. But it's a damn shame that this type of stuff happens when you put love, time, energy, and guidance into your child, and they wrap themselves up in some way or another with a person like this that don't give a damn about none of that, and then everything you was trying to build, and after marveling at what you've molded, has been destroyed like a castle in the sand on the beach. That's a horrifying feeling, and it never gets any better. You know what I'm saying? I've seen victims of people that have lost people. It's not a good look. And my heart does bleed for these people and everybody else that I do stories about that didn't have it coming. Let me explain that. But you heard the lady? She said I can identify with her because she reminds me of, people. Kada reminds people of people that they know and people that they raised a lot of times. She has a story just like everybody else. And that's why I say all of these videos where these people run around here doing some of these crazy ass murders, and it's a certain type of person that's doing this, and it's a certain type of habit that's constantly reoccurring, and it's not being stopped. In the press conference with the DA, reporter said something. He said, how many people got to die before something really get done? Now, the pressure, their backs was against the wall out there in Philly. People, that law enforcement stuff, their back is against the wall. So what are they doing? They putting it all on him. What he did was wrong. We gonna get everybody. I mean everybody. How come it's not like that nationally? Murder should be something that's frowned upon, and it should be something that people, don't want to do. Because if you do that, the penalty will be this, whatever it is, and it should be harsh and severe. Because you got to realize you're taking people off the planet. You're robbing people of the life force that all of us are privy to and deserving of. There are some people out here that go against the grain of society in a negative way. And laws are out here, laws are broken, and there should be punishments for the most severe breaking of penalties, especially when it deals with the livelihood or just the very fabric or being of somebody to where you disrespect them or do something to them where they're never the same. You know, I sound a lot of times tyrannical when I talk about what should happen, but until you see what the loss of somebody does to those that are still left here to pick up the pieces, then only then you'll understand. This guy right here, they need to take him out right now, for real. And I'm more than sure if they put a law up saying if you do some vicious stuff, you out of here. I'm more than sure if they had a national vote, it would be 8 to 10 of yay instead of nay. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. We've been giving you coverage around the clock with this Kada Scott story. If anything else come out, I'll give it to you and give you, just my perspective on it. But I mean, damn, this is serious. And she's not the only person that died in the last 2 weeks, or the only person that was missing. And this is just one story we know about. What about the other stories we don't? That should be publicized all the same. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.